Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome. So I'm at work. I always get here earlier than I have to be. I get here like later than I usually am though, because I found that when I put a little bit of effort into how I look, I'm in a better mood. And I think like this time change, with it being light out now in the morning on the way to work, it really helps my mood. So this morning I do want to change some students' desks. I said I would change them on Friday and I forgot. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Usually I would have my students move themselves, but ain't nobody got time for that today. In reading, we've been working on nonfiction texts and identifying text features and explaining how they help us as a reader, and identifying what the author is teaching us and why they're teaching us that. So last week, I had this anchor chart for text features, but I don't love it. So one of my teammates actually put something like this in a copy bin we have to share things, and I really liked it, so I laminated them. They're all just like one piece of paper. I printed them, laminated them, not in color. I just went with I went around with a marker to add some color to them. Last week I went one by one with them, explained that text feature, what its purpose is, and then they had a bunch of nonfiction books on their tables, and they went through them to try to find one at a time a text feature, and I really liked it. It was good, and I really like these I don't even know what you want to call it, posters or whatever. So that's where they're gonna live for now. The only thing I don't like about my board space is that the projector screen covers most of it, and that's usually down. Okay, so it is currently my lunch break. Right now, I have like work that we did. Let's cover his name. During guided reading like 2 weeks ago. It was about bats, and we still haven't finished it because that's just how it goes. We finished like we finished reading it and the comprehension questions and everything, but now it's write about what you know about bats. It's now November, so you can see how probably old this is. I did this around Halloween time. So I'm gonna give that to kids to do now. So I have Triple I for 30 minutes when they come back, and they come back at 12:15-ish. And then I have social studies or science. We alternate. As a new teacher, you know, it's my third-ish year. I'm still new. I really like try to focus on one subject every year to perfect. My first year was really math. I tried to really focus on math because I felt like that's what I was strong in too. So I felt comfortable and confident in teaching it. So I really tried to do my best in it. This year, I'm really focusing on reading. Reading definitely is my weakness. As a child, I did not like reading. I had a really hard time learning how to read. So it's personally not my favorite to teach. So that's my goal this year, to do better. Do better. And social studies and science, honestly, they kind of fall on the back burner. Like I try to make it fun and engaging, and obviously they're learning, but it's just, I know in a perfect world it could be better, and one day I'll get there. But if I beat myself up about it, I will go home crying every day. My friend gifted me this book. It's Pocket Prayers for Teachers, and I really like it. It's like, I've been struggling this year, so this is like gives me a boost. It's like gives you a prayers for inspiration and encouragement. There's different like sections, prayers, what's this one? For peace and protection. So if you're just having one of those days, prayers for love and patience. Let me put a post-it here. I don't usually eat lunch, clearly. I'm getting there. One thing at a time. Can you believe it's almost December? We're halfway through November. Like, that blows my mind. Alright, so it's the end of the day. So right now I'm just prepping for tomorrow. I'm just, like, I like to, like, keep it organized for the most part. So this is what I do for reading, and it's in order by, you know, how our day goes. So the first thing we do is reading. This is a nonfiction book I'm going to use. This is writing. We're writing informational books. The lesson for math is in here, our math journal, number talk stuff, and then what we do. I use these for math rotations, number lines if they need it, and then social studies or science. Right now we're doing social studies, and this is my picture of the past when my nieces were born. Usually the morning journal is always like a random question, and here's my morning journal. So I always, what's in color is like the sentence starter to help them form a sentence. And I try to relate it to something we're doing in school. But tomorrow it's just going to be for them to finish that past activity because we didn't have time today. And I don't like falling behind. Oh, my weakness is reading. So I feel like a lot of my kids this year are struggling with decoding. You know, when they come to a word that they don't know how to solve it. So I found this resource on TPT. I used to never buy anything. And it's like you buy one thing and you just get hooked and you just want to buy everything. So I found this resource. It's solely for decoding, like, so Lips the Fish, Stretchy Snake, Chunky Monkey, all those. So this one is like Stretchy Snake examples. I can use Stretchy Snake for R controlled vowels, and all of these words are R controlled vowels. Like, yes. I have a bunch I need to laminate. It's a really big resource. It's like, I think, over 500 pages of stuff. I already have one ready, and I've already started using this one. It's a huge resource, so it's taking time to, like, prep. I'm doing it like one section at a time. This one is for CVC words. So literally red, bed. And I like how they made the vowel red. I think on the computer it looks pink, but my printer, I printed it red, whatever. I really like it helping them learn how to decode. And I'm currently cutting up this one. I laminated it earlier. This one is use Lips the Fish. You know, I'm trying to improve. I really am trying to do my best. And yeah, another resource I'm using, and my past 2 years I was not like a worksheet person. I don't like worksheets. I still don't like worksheets, but I feel like in reading I need it because it's something like that I can actually look at and kind of assess, I guess. Like, it's proof. So it has a passage. This one's in the ocean. We're going to share read it because I feel like I need to incorporate that more too. I don't share read enough. Personally, I don't like it. I feel like it goes really slow, but I'm trying to incorporate it. So we're going to share read this, and then there's questions. What's the main topic? What is one key detail? What is another key detail? So I feel like this is really good too. And I want to teach them, like, let's highlight where we found that information. Okay? Why I have so much extra time is because my friend is not here. My best friend, she not here. So what else do I have to do but, like, get stuff done? Like, I have no distraction at all. I think one thing that I struggle with, though, as a teacher is that, like, there's just so much out there. And it's like, I want to use all of it and do all of it, and you just don't have the time for that. So it's so hard for me to pick, like, all right, I want to do this for reading, or I want to do this for math, or whatever. It's like, I want to do all of it, except crafty stuff. Like, God bless the teachers that can do that. Like, my brain does not wrap around crafts. Like, I can do simple, basic ones, but if it is, like, multi-step and needs a lot of prep, you lose me. We do fun stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's fun stuff that my brain can process. So I think I'm gonna call it a day, get coffee, because that's my self-care. I watch Monique I don't think she posts many YouTube videos, but she posts a lot on Instagram, and she's like all into self-care and stuff. She's a kindergarten teacher. So that's my self-care for Mondays. I treat myself to Dunkin' Donuts on Mondays. Ooh, I went to the gym and it's sore. I haven't gone to the gym in so long. I mentioned that to one of my kids today, that I went to the gym, like at the end of the day during recess. And I was like, you see the muscle? You see it? And she was like, yeah, you look sweaty. As if I went to the gym and just came here right away. It is Tuesday after school. Right now, right now it's November 13th. We have a field trip on the 3rd, December 3rd. So, I just got the permission slips and everything, but we forgot to put the time for return. So I don't waste paper. So I'm just going to write in with my trusty dusty purple pen. In math, they are learning addition and subtraction strategies. And every year, they struggle with doubles plus 1 minus 1. So if it's like 6 plus 7, they struggle to realize, oh, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. You know, it's hard for them. It's a really hard concept for them. So we're going to practice that some more tomorrow because that was the lesson today. I found on Instagram, I forget her name. I want to say Shenanigans in First Grade or First Grade Shenanigans. I'm going to tell you. Yes, Firsty Shenanigans. Sorry, Firsty Shenanigans. But she was just recently taught doubles plus 1 and minus 1, and she had like, she posted like little songs she made. So I borrowed her songs, and my kids think it's the funniest thing in the world. Like, it's so cute. Like, the other day I heard some kids talking about me, saying how funny I am. And I'm really not that funny, but they don't know any better. They laugh. They think, like, I always think to myself, like, if I were a kid in my class, so if I were my own teacher, I would think that I'm strange. That's what I would think. Because you gotta act strange sometimes. That's how you keep their attention. You gotta get strange. I've been prepping for Friday, because Friday we're doing like Thanksgiving stuff. I can't think. It's like at the end of the day I cannot think. We're doing a pie tasting Friday afternoon. During the day we are still sticking to the standards, of course, but incorporating like Thanksgiving type stuff. So where did I put it? I'm going to read that Pete the Cat book, The First Thanksgiving, even though it was not the first Thanksgiving. Thanks, Monique. And also in social studies, I'm teaching them about the Pilgrims and the American Indians. But I was telling them, because like in our textbook it says American Indians. I think it says American Indians. Something Indians. And I told them, you know, it's kind of offensive, so we're going to say Native Americans instead. And, you know, Monique says, you know better, you do better. So I'm trying to do better. Say Friday, we're going to do our pie tasting. And I haven't like completely scoped it out, but these are things I want to do. I have some turkey facts, Pilgrim facts, Wampanoag facts. I never know if I'm saying that word correctly, but I think that's how you say it, Wampanoag. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. My bad. A fact chart. Facts about Pilgrims. Facts about Wampanoag. Facts about turkeys. We're gonna fact it up. Then we have it's a pie, and they're gonna cut down the dotted lines, and on the inside they're gonna write things they're thankful for. Boom. And then for the pie tasting, we're actually gonna they're gonna get one. They're gonna like color and write their name for their favorite pie that we tasted, and then we're going to graph it all. So far we have a cannoli cream pie, and then a couple of pumpkin pies, chocolate cake, that's gonna be my favorite, and apple pie. So there's that. I did hang up what we did for the past. That one's mine. I hung them all up there. changed out the Halloween alien things we did. And I also hung up some non-fiction work we did up there. Hi. Ow, remember my tongue. It's Wednesday. 2 more days this week. 2 more days. We could do it. It's actually like almost 4. I already left work, but I'm sitting in my car waiting to go tutor. I don't really have much to say, but I do want to say, so the first trimester of school, I had a really hard time, like, and it was never my kids, it was me, like, I don't know, like, my mind wasn't right, I was very hard on myself, just having a hard time focusing and getting my together. So, but I found my way to this scripture, and I feel like it really has changed everything for me. And it's Psalm 56:4. It's basically, I made it my background. The gist of it is, I trust in God, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? And that has like changed my outlook for everything. Like, usually I'm not a very like friendly person, honestly, and it's just not that, it's not that I'm mean, I'm just someone who always keeps to themselves. So with that scripture, it just makes me realize, like who is you? Like like, you know, I don't know, like I'm fine, like God's got me, I'm good. I gotta stop being so stressed and worried. And with informals, I still haven't had my informal observation yet, so I've stopped thinking about it, because who cares? Like, do what you can do your best, and it'll be all Gucci. So just wanted to share that with you. Just, it's gonna be okay. In other news, while I'm sitting in my car, I'm so hungry. Like, I have rice and beans at home that I cannot wait to eat. Usually I don't like, they're black beans. Usually I don't like black beans, like, because my family has never made black beans. So I've never made black beans, but I started, like, this is my 4th time making black beans. And, oh my gosh, like, usually I don't like them because, like, I don't know, when you get them at a restaurant or whatever, to me they don't have flavor. Like, it's just, it's whack. But I make them so good, and it's just so salty. It's so yummy. Hi, it is it's Friday, the 23rd. We are officially off for a whole 9 days, including weekends. It's pretty late. It's like 4 now. I spent like the last hour and a half just chatting. So before I leave, I do want to fill out like the monies collected form for some money I got back today for a field trip. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to head out for a whole 9 days. Like, what am I going to do? Today we had a pie tasting, and that was cool. I had a lot of Thanksgiving things planned, and we didn't get to like any of it, because we did also finish up work that we didn't finish earlier this week. So we had our pie tasting. We made something like this. So it was like a pie, and then on the inside flaps we wrote about things we're thankful for. My dog. This was like for our pie tasting. We graphed it, and the pie tasting was the very last thing we did today. It took like an hour and a half-ish. I didn't read Pete the Cat. We didn't learn about like turkey facts, and nothing, nada. We didn't label the turkey. I had a directed drawing planned too, and we didn't have time for that. I did let them draw a turkey like during the pie tasting, but it wasn't a directed drawing. It was cool, whatever, you know, we got stuff done, but just not like everything I planned. But hey, I got the copies for next Thanksgiving. It was good though, it was fun. And I'm surprised, like, they wanted to try all of the pies. Well, not all of my kids, but most of them wanted to try things they never had before. A lot of my kids said they never had pie before. That was interesting. But we had, like, key lime pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie, Dutch apple pie, white chocolate, like hazelnut, a chocolate satin, guava. I'm trying to think what else was there. A cannoli, cherry. They wanted to try it all. I can't think. What is today? 11, right? 11/23. But it was fun. I'm exhausted. I can't think right now. So I'm going to close out this video. I hope you enjoyed this week-ish in my life. in my life as a first grade teacher. Whoop, whoop. I hope you have a great holiday break for however long you are off, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, yada yada yada. Bye.